That one is lined into left field for a base hit. Racing around third is Pappas. Here's the throw from Allred, and it's not quite in time. Pappas is safe, and the dugout explodes in cheers because that earns Johnny Pappas the record for the most runs scored in Cal Poly Pomona Broncos history. That one is lined, and that one's going to make its way into left field. In comes Allred. Around third is Betten. That throw is not going to be on target. And Robbie Treto with an RBI single to give the Broncos their first lead of the day at 2-1. This is his 11th appearance on the year. He's got 3 starts under his belt. Thrown 32 innings, giving up 44 hits, ERA of 5.34 for the Broncos. That one is smacked into left field. Over is the left fielder Angulo. It's the center fielder Porter who is going to field it as it bounces off the wall. Olympia will stride into second base with a leadoff double. You can see what Adolphus's game plan, at least all these right-handed hitters, is pretty clearly. See if the Gators can adjust. Olympia did. Now Murillo does. Smacks that one the opposite way into right field. Around third is Olympia. Here's the throw. He's going to slide in ahead of it, and the Gators will tie this one up at 2. At least on that pitcher, sticking with their plan of trying to move runners over, but now it's 0-2. That one is laced into right center field. That's going to find the gap and fall for a hit. Around third is Murillo. He is going to score, and that gives the Gators a 3-2 lead. You know the kind of damage that Justin Johnson can do. Talked about his on-base streak. Got a couple 2-homer games. This time he swings and misses at that pitch for the strikeout. Right now the count is even. We've seen Adolphus start to work in his fastball a little bit more here. See where he goes with the 1-1. Off speed again. Takes it the other way into right field. Treto's got it. They're going to wave Allred from second. The throw is there, and it is in time, and he is out. Espinoza just grounded that one into the gap between first and second base, into shallow right field. At the time that Treto picked it up, Allred had not even quite made it to third base. They still made the decision to send him and trust his speed, but Treto made a perfect throw, and Allred was out by several feet. Here goes Cunningham from second, double steal attempt. Here's the throw, and Argoyes did well just to keep that throw from going into left field. Little check swing, swing right back to Adolphus. He'll flip to first, and he will get out of the inning, but not before the Gators score 2 to take the lead. We will go now into the top of the 7th inning. Gators ahead 3-2. Swinging away is a rocket into left field. Allred is going back towards the gap. He's looking up, and that ball is gone. Clay Porter out of the number 9 spot, a 2-run homer into deep left center field. And just like that, the Broncos take the lead right back. We seesaw here. It's 4-3. Here's a 3-1. That one is lined past the third baseman Olympia and down the line into the left field corner. It ricochets off the side wall there. Turning at first and going to second with a stand-up double is Robbie Treto. Spence is going to have to buckle down again in this one. Squares around a bunt, gets it down. The pitcher Spence will field it. Only option is to first, so a successful sacrifice bunt for Argoyes. The runner on third is Treto with 1 out in the top of the 8th. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Spence. Swing and a miss. Another good off-speed pitch. Gets Gomez to wave at it, and a clutch second out for Spence. So for Pomona, now it's up to Tyler Chafee, the second baseman. First pitch is swung on right to Murillo. Corrals a tough hop, flips it over to first, and Spence gets himself into some trouble, gets himself out of some trouble once again. The 3-2 is taken for a ball, a leadoff runner and a fast runner for the Gators. Cunningham leads off, and they'll check on him. That's a cat and mouse game that's going to continue as long as he's over there at first base. Now here's Adolphus. Quickly set now. Here's the pitch. Cunningham goes from first. Pitch is in the dirt. Pappas picks up and fires, but not in time. This time he doesn't check the runner. He goes to the plate. This pitch is in the dirt. Cunningham's going to try for third, and he's going to make it without a throw. The speed of Michael Cunningham on display. And Espinoza now with the runner on third, less than 2 outs and a 2-2 count. Great chance to tie this one up. Broncos bring the infield in. Here's the 2-2 from Adolphus. That ball is chopped right back to Adolphus. Looks Cunningham back at third, and he flips to first for the out. Talked to Wood's dad before the game. He said Wood doesn't think he's a superstar. Doesn't try to forget the fundamentals. Not too good for any coaching. This time he drops it to first base. Tough hop for Malerba. He's unable to corral it, and Wood is going to be safe at first base. And the Gators tie the game in the bottom of the 8th. The runner at first, Wood, will be off with the pitch. The 3-2 from Adolphus. Swing, and that's a ball that is lifted into left field. Ranging to his right is Angulo. He's going to settle under it and make the catch for the third out of the inning. Some speed from Cunningham, a defensive miscue by Malerba at first base equals a tie game heading into the top of the 9th inning. We sit at 4-all, and we will be right back. Now Olympia backs up at third. Still hugging the line. Wood doing the same at first. Here's the 3-2. High fastball is popped up on the infield. Is it Murillo or Espinoza? It's going to be Murillo who makes the play for the second out. That's going to bring up big number 20, Julian Angulo, and we've either got a meeting on the mound or a pitching change here. They want to talk this one over. Angulo at 368 on the year now, 2 for 4 today. Recorded his 37th RBI of the year in the 6th inning. That was the record run that Johnny Pappas scored. See if he gets Angulo on his heels a little bit here with the 2-1. He's got to be able to locate. Locates Porter at second. Now he turns and he fires into his fastball that's off Bakura and into the glove of Olympia. And that's going to be an out. That's going to be the third out of the inning. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. That was a line smash up the middle, right off Bakura, right into the waiting arms of Kyle Olympia. The Broncos dugout is stunned. Gators with a chance to walk this one off in the bottom of the 9th. What a game. We'll be right back. So here we are in the bottom of the 9th. New pitcher on the mound for the Broncos. It is the right-hander Colt Tucker, the side armor. First pitch misses for ball 1. Gators will send up LaFerriere, Olympia, and Murillo. ERA sits at 4.15. And right now the count sits at 3-0. Rio is taken for a ball. Tucker can't believe it. A 4-pitch walk to start off the bottom of the 9th for the Gators. Now here's Kyle Olympia, who was the beneficiary of that miracle play in the top of the 9th where the ball ricocheted off Bakura right into his glove. Squares around to bunt again. gets it down. This one's chopped in front of the plate. Pappas looked at second. Instead, he decides to go to first for the out there. That's the right decision by Pappas. But it gets the speedy LaFerriere into scoring position for the top of the lineup and Mr. Daniel Murillo. His average sits at 389 for the year. Talked to Coach Schifano before the game. Talked about Murillo getting plenty of D1 offers, and he's being treated right now like a D1 player. They're just going to send him to first base. The 2-2 to Allred. He goes down to get it. It's grounded to third. They go to second for one. They turn to first, but not in time. Umpire calls time here, and they don't want any part of Mr. Cunningham either. Murillo and Cunningham, stalwarts of this offense, anchors of this offense, shown immense respect. They decide to go after Johnson instead. The first pitch is outside. Johnson is K'd. He has bunted for a hit. He is K'd again, and he is grounded out. You hear the cheers from the Gators dugout, imploring Johnson to get this done. The 1-0 is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Johnson came into the game with 5 home runs, came in hitting .368. He has struck out 25 times. That pitch is popped up behind the plate. Pappas throws his mask and his cap. He's over, slides, but he's not able to make the play. Another chance for Johnson. It's a tough matchup for him. He has at times been susceptible to breaking balls out of the zone. He's got a submarining righty with a sweeping breaking ball to contend with in a 1-2 count. LaFerriere at third, Allred at second, Cunningham at first. Here's the 1-2, way outside, count is even at 2-2. There is not a single Gator who is not trying to climb just about over the railing. Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. LaFerriere will be off from third. His run is the only one that matters. 3-2, 2 outs to Johnson. The pitch by Tucker. In the dirt, ball 4, taken by Justin Johnson. LaFerriere stomps on home plate, and the Gators win game 1 of this doubleheader by the score of 5-4.